The lasagna sauce tonight, and I'm going to start by, I have some oil over here, some olive oil, and I'm going to pour some in the bottom of my pan. And I sliced up some onions, white onions, and I'm going to put them in. Hold on, down a little bit. And we're only making the sauce tonight because I want it to sit overnight because it tastes better when it's one night into it. And then we'll do the noodles and the ricotta cheese because I don't like it because it tastes mealy and gross. I use cream cheese with some seasoning in it. So that's going to cook for now. I only did like half it. Chunky! Chunky, chunky. I'm going to just put it in there. I don't like using multiple pans. And we're just gonna even more. Let that cook. I don't know why I have an accent. These things are such a pain, actually. Whatever. It's fine. Onions in there. I'll keep cooking, but they got to kind of a nice color. And I'm gonna, sorry, it's so loud. I'm gonna put the whole thing up. Stuff on my floor. Don't look. Come on. Come on, Porky. Porky. Oh, there you go. That's hard. Here. Not to the sauce, but to the lasagna. Oh, my neighbors probably just love me right now. And that's gonna cook up some. Onions. I'm gonna mix this up a little more and I'll show you. Normally people like to do this in a skillet, but I don't have a lot of pots and pans, so I have like 2 pots and pans or 2 pans. So I gotta use this for my sauce and for my noodles for tomorrow, so there'll be some transferring and cleaning. Anyway, that's just gonna cook up for a little bit and brown. All right, mixed it up again and mashed it. So now I'm gonna add some seasoning. I'll probably have to add more, but let's just add some of this. I don't care if they're fresh or dried, and I just dump probably like, let's do a little more. And we'll do a little bit of this, red pepper. See, I use it a lot. We'll put some of that in there. And we'll mash that in. And we'll probably need to add salt a little later. But the more flavor, the better, I think. You know how I added like a tablespoon, basically, of garlic? I added another tablespoon because I felt like it needed it. So we're just going to mix that up in there. Twist it up, baby. More noise for the neighbors. Let that cook a little bit more. It's looking good. Still needs to cook though. I have it on like medium heat. So like, I don't have like the best stove in the world, but it still works. Huh? I want to cook it like to where it's like overcooked. I know it still looks a little red, so I'm going to keep cooking it a little longer. But I want to make sure that all the red is gone. And then I don't want it to be like dark brown either, because then it's going to taste gross in the lasagna. Because it's still going to cook in the sauce too. So heat it up a little bit. Move it around. Almost time to add the sauce. Just a little bit. like 5 more minutes. I've been doing like 5 minutes in between each pause here. Just keep checking. Yeah, okay. But not too brown. And we're gonna add our sauces. I'm gonna add 2 cans of this sauce. Also, by the way, this is a good spaghetti sauce. If you want a nice meat sauce. And the diced tomatoes. Let's mix it around. I don't drain the meat of the fat. You can if you want, but whatever. I think the fat makes it. I mean, you're having lasagna anyway. It's not going to be low-cal. Hello. So that's going to cook for a little bit because we need those herbs to cook down because they're pretty, I tasted it, and they're pretty, like, twiggy. Oh, that's really a word, but we're going to let this cook down, and then we're going to store it overnight. We're going to let it cool down after we turn it off, and then put it in the fridge. And then tomorrow we'll do the rest. So that's it, really. We just got to let this cook for, I'd say, probably like 30 minutes till it comes to a boil. And I still have it on like medium heat. And then tomorrow we'll put together the lasagna. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and it's boiling. That's good. So we're gonna stir it up. It's pretty good. You can taste that red pepper. This video. And we're just gonna let it sit good. I've tasted it. So, and I'm gonna taste it again. Let's taste it. I could eat this like soup. So good. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna put together the lasagna.